I got a 2009 GMC 1500 Z71, a 7x14 enclosed Doolittle trailer. I had it custom made. Walk around back here. Had it custom made. It's got a 5,200 pound axle on it, torsion axle. Typically a 6x12 is as big as it goes, but I had it made so I could avoid DOT. It's rated at 2990 on the weight, but it'll handle 5,200 pounds. So there it is. Let's see what else here. What I got inside here, I just backed in. John Deere. Oh, the model sticker's gone off that. Z925A EFI. It's a 54-inch mulch on demand deck. I actually don't like it. I freaking hate it. Everything just windrows to the side when you flip the mulch on demand down. So I would advise staying away from that deck and avoid the Kohler engine. I don't like it. It seems underpowered going up hills. Doesn't do very good. The 27 horse Kawasaki's though, talk to people running them with a 60-inch deck in hilly areas. I'm pretty flat where I'm at, and they do just fine all day. So avoid the Kohler, avoid the mulch on demand deck if you get that mower. I personally would go with a Hustler. I demoed both. I ended up on this just because of mulch on demand deck without demoing that deck because nobody had it around here, so I took a chance and ordered it. Wouldn't advise it. Push mower, you got it's an 08 John Deere JX75. I like it because it has the blade brake on it. Pull that lever down, push the handle, blades engage, you let go, engine stays running, dump your bag, come back, pull it, push it, blades kick back on. So I dig that. Next thing I got, trimmer wise, don't know if I can get the whole thing in here. The top one is a Red Max. Let's see, I think it's a 2620. No, 2350S. This was the last year of production, I think 2 years ago, that they made the non-California emissions one. So I snatched that one up when I saw it. Then I got a Stihl FS90R, which has more than enough power. It's a little bit heavier than the Red Max. I like the Red Max because the weight is lighter, but in the midsummer when the grass is just tough, when it's hot and the grass thickens up and it's really hard to cut, the Stihl is the way to go. Missing in that rack, I need to go pick up the FC90 Edger. I sold my McLean. Can't remember what model it was, but it freaking sucked. Had four wheels, you pushed it, you walk behind it. I hated that thing. It never worked great. So I got rid of that. I'm going to get the FC90 this year to start off. I just put up those racks on there. Those are Buyers. Man, I can't even remember the model. T12 or T10, something like that. They just clip in. There's no locks. It's just a spring tension. This hook is rubber coated, and it's just a tension, so you just snap it down in there. Haven't used it before. I'm going to see how it works. I know a lot of people have talked about the Green Touch. I like those just because the way it slides in, you know, you put a clamp on here and it slides into your rack, and then the only thing that latches is back here. So if these don't work out, I'll get something else. And then let's see, backup mower. This was my first somewhat large estate / commercial mower. It was a JZ Pro, or Country Clipper JZ Pro SR355. It's pretty awesome. The front here pivots so it follows the contours of the ground, and then the deck flips up. You actually got to pick up on the front. You pick up down here after pulling a belt release, tension release, pulling this lever here, it releases the deck from back here, so when you pick up, the deck swings out forward. Freaking heavy though, hurts my back every time I do it. I don't really like that. It's kind of copying the Walker design. Blower is a Stihl BG. Yeah, BG50. I had a Magnum 600, Stihl Magnum 600, and last year my side door on the trailer came open and it fell out, so I lost it. I don't know where it was. I didn't have a pin in there. My own fault, my own stupidity. So now I got a little pin in there to keep that side door from ever coming open. Let's see. I had the bagger for the John Deere Rider. It was huge, 14 bushel. And it did awesome bagging, but every time I used it, about 2 weeks later, the deck belt would break. So I sold that. I think I've just got an underpowered John Deere. So I sold the Deere bagger and just bought this Accelerator aluminum grass catcher, and it works all right. It catches good, but it doesn't pack worth a crap. So I'm dumping that thing all the time. It's 4.5 bushel, I think. Not a fan of it. Hedge trimmers, Stihl HS45, 21-inch blades, I think. It's longer blade. Those are awesome. I like those. Those work really well. My chainsaw is an Echo CS400. I bought it on eBay. Somebody was selling it discounted. It was new, and it's worked out great for me. All this stuff starts, 1 or 2 pulls, everything I've got starts up just fine. And then the last thing to put in the trailer will be the walker that I just picked up last year. Sorry, I can't get a better shot. That's a curb jumper ramp. It just lifts off, so it's not permanent on there. It just sets on over the footrest. But I went ahead and bought this last year, of course, for a tax write-off. Kicked the can down the road, I suppose. Went with a high dump. It's $4,000 extra for the high dump, but you lift one of those enough times and your back starts hurting weird and really intense at times, and you start to think a little extra money now is going to be worth my health later. So last thing to load up, the Walker MT23. The only bummer about the Walkers is the only engine they have is the Kohler. I'm not a huge fan of Kohler engines, guys. Honestly, I prefer the Kawasaki's. That's what's on the Country Clipper. The Country Clipper has a Kawasaki. It starts every time. It runs strong. I've actually neglected it and haven't changed the oil, but it does really well. So we'll see how this goes. I'll post a review later on. I did use it a couple of times last year before the season ended. I think I put 11 hours on it, so not much. But I do like it. It cuts great, catches great, and what's awesome is you sit in the seat to dump it, push one lever to dump and one lever to lift. You pick that up, it lifts up as high as you want. You can stop it at any point. That one to dump. And what is cool is too, this dump works without lifting at all. So if you have a spot where you just want to dump, you can just tip the dump lever and dump, with it at this height. You don't have to lift it to dump. So if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Thanks for watching. Huber Lawn Service out.